Welcome to the CX Live Dialogues. I'm delighted to have with us today Ben Neo and Laura Bull from Zoom. With 25 plus years of experience, Ben Neo has led the Zoom phone sales in EMEA and now spearheads Zoom's contact center and CX sales team, aiming to revolutionize the market with AI-infused solutions. With a background from contact center agent to award-winning sales roles, he offers valuable insight for CCaaS and AI technologies. Also joining us is Laura Bull. Laura is a seasoned professional with over 15 years of experience in CX and strategic account management, currently serving as Zoom's virtual agent lead for the EMEA. She's dedicated to delivering innovative solutions to clients by harnessing Zoom's cutting-edge conversational AI technology. Welcome, Ben and Laura. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Now, Laura, given that you're managing the conversational AI side of things, my first question is actually directed to you, that with this continuous integration of AI and machine learning and customer service, what strategies do you recommend for organizations to strike the right balance between automation and, of course, maintaining a personalized human touch in their interactions with customers?
Yeah, and it's a great question and a hot topic in the industry at the minute. And here at Zoom, we're really looking at actually what's the end goal when we're looking to introduce automation? What are we looking to achieve within those customer journeys? And as an organization, what outcomes are we striving to drive? And I think that's the key strategy, where we're baselining ourselves on that customer journey, mapping that out, utilizing data and the data that we've got within an organization in order to apply AI at the right stage within that customer journey. And then when we're thinking about the AI that we're implementing, we were also thinking about how do we utilize the technology to be more human. So not necessarily just having humans in the loop, which absolutely is the right thing, drop into agents where necessary, utilizing AI to enhance agent performance, but also how do we make the bots have much more of a human feel? How do we prompt them to speak in a tone that matches the customer that they're perhaps contacting with? And strategically, how do we make sure that at the right time within those right journeys, we're not getting a clunky robotic experience that a customer cannot get out of?
And definitely, that's not easy to do. I think a lot of organizations and, of course, CX leaders still struggle in achieving that efficiency in their systems. Now, how is AI helping CX shape and predict and, of course, proactively fulfill customer needs before they even arise?
So this is all around the data, and here at Zoom, what we've got a real great feature is around the data context that we pull in, and we can see within that customer journey what is working really well, and where can we optimize that process, where can we optimize that AI feature, and then from an outputs perspective, how do we then look at what the customers are telling us? So what's the verbatim, what's the sentiment that we're seeing within the customer journey in that space? And then if we're thinking about sort of predicting what might arise, we can look at what's the customer behavior. So personalized customer behavior based on, again, the data and cleansed data that organizations may have. What perhaps is the seasonality that we're seeing within different aspects of whether it's retail, whether it's financial services, whether it's education. And ultimately, again, back to that end goal, what are we looking to achieve here? And how do we make sure that that data is used effectively in predicting these different elements to deliver the right outcome for an organization?
Certainly. And of course, that's one of the trends that we're seeing as well, along with, of course, the rise of omni-channel experiences. Now, Ben, in your role, you're obviously involved a lot much more with helping organizations transform their customer interactions by leveraging technology, including, obviously, the omni-channel, which is now picking up. Now, how can businesses effectively integrate these various channels to create a seamless and and cohesive journey? And what role is technology playing in achieving this integration?
Yeah, it's a really good question. When I look at the rise of omnichannel, and that is the right phrasing, because voice is still a very large part of any service delivery, right? And it will continue to be so because of the very nature of us as humans. Eventually wanting to speak to a human to get that trust, and there's a lot of empathy and other elements around a human engagement that's very hard to replicate across other channels. However, we're also very time poor. So that's the rise of the omni-channel, which is us able to use different channels of our own choice, because it might be quicker, it might be easier, I might be much more used to doing that. It might be circumstantial because of where I am. It's not applicable to have a call. So the first thing really to understand around the omni-channel is, what are you trying to achieve? Yeah, what is the customer trying to achieve? What type of customer have you got? What type of queries are they engaging with around there? And also understanding how to publicize your omni-channel offering, the various different channels. So I should say, really, more than anything else. So if I look at it from a couple of lenses, the first thing is how does technology achieve that? Well, technology achieves that by being open, first of all. So how can platforms and solutions offer a business the way to open more doors, open more ways that people could contact you? Now, that's a technical thing. How does it integrate with WhatsApp? How does it integrate with chats? Can they offer a digital journey as well as a human journey? All those things, right? That's a technical decision that people need to understand. And we believe that should reside predominantly in one single platform, because it makes things a lot easier and a lot more consistent around that side of things. The second element is, how do you understand your customer, and how do you guide your customer to use those channels in the right ways, in the right times, which not only benefits them, but also enables you as a business to be able to manage that accordingly as well. So what you can do, of course, this is all an iterative process. And it's a test and learn process a lot of times, because if you open the floodgates straight away to omnichannel, which, by the way, technology will allow you to do. So the answer with technology is yes, but the practical application of technology might be something different that could cause businesses challenges if they decide to open everything. So the first thing to do is to be very careful when you're looking at omnichannel, because you want to look at the channels which, number one, your customers want to use. So your technology will allow you to use those, but which ones do they want to use? And then secondly, which ones of those are going to have a knock-on impact to you, maybe from a resourcing perspective? So as an example, WhatsApp. If I'm opening up WhatsApp as a channel, the expectation for me as a customer is that I'll send a response in, I'll send a question in, and I'll get responded within a short amount of time, right? So what does that do to you from either a chatbot integration? So you need to make sure that you've got all the right types of knowledge that's loaded onto there in order to be able to respond quickly. Or if it's relatively complex, and that's the kind of channel that you've opened it up to, you've been very open with that, what does that mean from a human resource perspective as to how you might need to staff that? So obviously technology helps you be more open, but it's the application and the awareness of the customer journey aligned with technology that's really going to be the best way of looking at this. And that's where I think we can help out with our expertise, not just in delivering great product, but also understanding what the impact of the journey is using that technology.
I think you've touched upon some very interesting points there, Ben. And again, these are issues that most organizations are grappling with as we speak. Now, you have touched upon the role of technology here. I guess the question would be, what are the new technologies empowering human agents to deliver exceptional as well as empathetic customer service?
Oof, wow, gosh, there's a lot to unwrap in that question. I mean, look, delivering empathetic, delivering exceptional customer service, it should, I say should be the norm, because everything should be excellent, but we need it to be in a way good enough, right? Because good enough means that I get the answer as a customer. I'm coming through, I get the answer that I want, I get my query resolved in the time it took for me to get resolved. If it is exceptional, I'm then raising the bar. My expectations for next time are going to be good, and maybe that isn't massively achievable consistently by an organization. Now, I'll go back. There is technology that's going to help you be consistent, okay? And you can continue to raise the bar with consistency using technology, because number one is, how do you give exceptional and empathetic customer service? Well, a lot of the time that could be getting someone through to a human agent as quickly as possible, because they are going to know the answer, be able to sort of read the cues and all the rest of it. That could be via voice. And I would say this, but obviously video is playing a lot bigger part now in service delivery because of that human element around there. But of course, what we were talking about earlier was around digital journeys as well. So technology such as AI is coming in to not only make the digital journey with someone coming in over the website or maybe over a chatbot or other channels a lot more useful and engaging, and it can be the way in which we talk about affecting the customer journey and understanding the customer intent and being able to respond in the right way, which is in keeping with the brand, which is in keeping with the situation that person is in. You know, the way in which the cues are given from the bot itself is all very, very important. So we're getting clever in terms of designing user journeys around there, but subsequently also delivering exceptional customer service via a human. And a more empathetic might be giving more accurate information, giving information that also the customer doesn't know they need right now, and using something which we call agent expert assist is the ability for chatbots to assist a human agent to help give even better service. So, for example, in a financial world, there's lots of compliance statements that need to be said at various different times of the process. So an AI solution can make sure that an agent is prompted to say that, and also maybe prompted to give them a little bit more information on top of that, which again makes it more human-like, but makes it more value-adding as well. That gives that additional level of customer service. So technology, again, I guess, Laura, I'd love your view on this, because again, having run contact centers which had both digital and human elements in there, how did technology help you?
So technology, if you look at it, not necessarily from the technology space, but from an outcome of a business outcomes perspective, and ultimately, when you're running these organizations, we have outcomes to achieve. Customer satisfaction, or NPS, being a huge one in the customer experience space, as well as sort of agent satisfaction and making sure we manage that. But also we're looking at that end-to-end customer journey. How long is that taking? How is the customer feeling during that journey? And what is the cost of that journey? So I think when you're running an organization and you're looking at technology helping with the human element here, we've also got that business hat on, where we're thinking, how do we utilize it to optimize these outcomes that we're looking to achieve? And by marrying it from a customer human element, whether that be a chatbot that the customer faces into, or marrying it from an agent perspective, to Ben's point around assisting, utilizing AI is ultimately helping us to achieve those better business outcomes, increased CSAT NPS, reduced cost to serve, increased agent experience. And that for me is what's critical here. We're ultimately trying to deliver the best total experience across both customers and agents. AI is just a tool to help us achieve those outcomes.
That's very well said, Laura, that eventually the aim of every organization is to deliver that total experience. And I guess leveraging these technologies, which are enablers in the process, but eventually the end goal is to achieve that fulfillment. Thank you so much, Ben and Laura. It's been a pleasure to have you join us today. And of course, we look forward to meeting the Zoom team at the Customer Experience Live show in Dubai later in the month. And we look forward to hearing many more of these success stories in how you've helped your customers achieve their ultimate goals. Until then, stay safe.
Thank you, Isha.